Good morning. So today is the 18th of April, 2024. We just had a major eclipse on the 13th, I believe it was. And, that stimulated some pretty strong transformational energy. As you know, maybe you don't, but Pluto is in Aquarius for the next 20 years. That's some major transformational energy as well. It's going to be drawn out, of course. Let's see here. Yeah, Jupiter is in Uranus and Taurus, and so this is a slow transformation to this epiphany almost that's happening right now. And I don't hold on to astrology as the one all be all, because I believe in Christ. But nonetheless, I do believe that there are forces other than the source. And I find it quite interesting to sit back and be able to navigate between them. It's cool, you know? The trials that we can deal with, or that we will deal with one way or another, are real. I do believe that embodying and allowing Source/Christ energy to flow to you and through you for the best, in the end is vital to your inner sanctuary's peace and happiness. But right now is kind of like at that beginning stage of that slow moving, oh my God type thing that is eventually going to be your stability. It's going to be you in, this time next year or sooner. Like the beginning of this major transformation, and it's just really exciting. We started feeling this energy when or at the beginning of this year, and then when Mercury went into retrograde, 3 or 4 days ago, it's like that transformational energy kind of started to take place. It's all about how we handle it. Hi. And that's going to create this, substantial future for you. And we, one, I, us, whatever. Quick disclaimer, I do believe, that there is a feminine and a masculine within everyone. But I'm pretty steadfast on, if you have a penis, you're a boy. If you have a vagina, you're a girl, I do support gays and people who would like to put forth, and exert the opposite energy of their actual physical body. Fuck yeah, if that's what you want to do it, man. God's got you on a path. Trust in Him. But anyways, I kind of went on there on this spiel. But today is a beautiful day. It's like there was that you felt this day of reckoning coming, and now, the decision of this reckoning is being made. And it may hurt at first, but in the end, it is for you. It is for you. It just depends on how you take it and what you're going to do with it afterward. And stay in that happy place. Stay in that happy place and accept, three things that I've learned and I'm still learning is love, hey, acceptance, and compassion. My father's actually the one that told me of these things growing up, yet he is, we're all still learning and on the process of this whole thing. But my mom, she's the one who actually embodied it most of the time. My dad's like talk, my mom's more like she actually embodied a lot of this acceptance. Anyway, so I'm very thankful for my family. As crazy as they are, but hey, what family isn't, right? And from the perspective of like anyone, so there I go, drifting off again, but here I am in the midst of this like heavy feeling of reckoning approaching. And today I made a decision to stay steadfast on my own, instead of giving my energy and my life to something that wasn't leading me anywhere. Of course, out of appropriate ways. I took a stand today, and it's the simplest of things, as just going to the gym with my little nugget here and meeting up with his daddy and giving myself some time to be able to transmute the heaviness of this weight that's I feel approaching, and that I was storing from within, from life and work and that 9 to 5 that you just have to do to be able to make a living. And I gave myself that time, and as hard as it was to be able to pop out of that shell of self-pity and ultimately weakness, it was so rewarding. And even right now, I had a good hour and a half workout, just strengthening, weights and a little mobility, and now I'm just kind of like doing some walking, but as little as just that time, really opened my eyes up to, it allowed my whole body and my energy to open up and make the allowance for more positive things to enter into my life, and for me to think about what I really want to do, instead of just doing the same thing every single day, not enjoying it, being at the mercy of others, because, as much as we like to think that people, are there for us and they understand us, they don't. People may have an idea of how you feel, they can compare, to an occasion that they had, but they're not you. So ultimately, it is your responsibility to create your own happiness. And so, it is what it is. And I'm just so thankful today that I took this time for myself, and, yeah, that's kind of something. But, anyways, yeah, it's like there's a bunch of opportunities, and there's this whole field worth of flowers, in this field of flowers. They've bloomed, they're all out, they're awake, and I encourage all you meat pockets, with energy going in and out of your meat pocket, ultimately your individual sponge. I hope to encourage you to pick a beautiful flower and go with it. You know, take that flower home, embody that in which you choose, and be happy with it. Look around you at the things you're thankful for, and let that carry you through to this new transition of this stage in life. And
you wouldn't be lying.
hi. Thank you, hon. And be open to receive the blessings awaiting to come to you, because if you don't take that risk, then you will never know. And it may be rough at first. But life has taught you how to handle it. It has. The only thing that you need to do is focus on what energy you're in when you make that choice. When you make that reaction. If you feel like you're in a heightened energy, like this transformation may be strong for you, and you let's say you have to talk to someone about it, or you have to communicate in some way, make sure that whatever energy you're in is a balanced energy. It's patient, it's calm. Because right now, especially, there's a lot of chances of anger and this feeling of self-righteous oppression kind of building up. And so that's ultimately what builds a new change, is that choice. If you don't feel that way, then there's not really as much of a reason to change, And so the key is to focus on what energy you're in before you communicate with someone, or before you take action on this new venture of yours. Because just as fast and wicked as it could be outwards, it will come back that same way. So being patient, calm, and really sticking with Christ consciousness and allowing Him to run through you and to you, or to you and through you, is key to the balance in this. And I'm saying this because I strongly believe that, and I know that's something within inside myself that I must do. And it hasn't always been easy for me. For example, when I was born, I had my moon is in Aries, and my rising Virgo, Sun, Aquarius. And so with Aries moon especially, it kind of relates to your younger, more immature reaction, your emotions, how you feel. It's where your power is harnessed. But learning how to balance that strong emotional energy towards a proper good outcome is the challenge. And make your end result of what you want worth it, because it'll keep you in line. It'll help you keep in line. So yeah, me being an Aries moon, I'm fiery. When I get emotional, I'm fiery, especially when I feel someone has been done wrong. I struggled to stand up for myself for a long time. Just started doing that like a couple years ago, and I'm 32. Yeah. But when it comes to others, I've always been fiery and kind of that like righteous rebel, you could say. And so I'm learning how to control that for a better outcome, because people will use that against you if you don't learn how to control. People aren't going to see your intention. They don't care about your intention. Most people just want to grab what you show them, because the proof is in the pudding. And you're living in an illusion if you don't react upon things properly. You can think things and then think that that's what's happening, but that is an illusion. Good morning. Create the proper illusion. Create the proper pudding. So outward expression, make that even. Okay? Make it even. Focus. And if you do feel a strong energy and you're just going to explode, go work out. Do something physical. Maybe meditate. Write. For me, working out has been the best medicine. One of the hardest things to get out and do when you have a 1-year-old and you're a first-time mom and you got all this stuff you have to do. But it's helped me a lot. Yeah, so be ready. Be ready for this beautiful stir up of stability. Yeah. It's like there's this subtle building. Anyways, there's my little excerpt of today, and I probably gonna get back on later, but who knows? I want to commit to that because usually when I do, I never end up getting back on. So we'll see what the universe has in store for me to share. All right. Peace and chicken grease. Mwah.